Hi, this is Johnny. I want to do a follow-up because I do not want to. I didn't. Yes, I did say that you could play 4-player using a 2-player ROM, but this is not true because of this ROM that they put out. Now, there are some X-Men game where you could, but yeah, I don't know. I had never. So I'm going to test that theory, what I just told you, on this Raspberry Pi. I configure all 4 controller and I'm running. Now this one, I need to fix that. I haven't fixed the bezel yet. But let's go ahead and get out of the game. Kind of wanted to fix the bezel. Okay. See, this one is a second player, and I could pick any player I want for a second player. Okay. And then this one is player. This one is a player 2. Player 1. Okay. So my player 1, I'm able to. Alright, this is player 2. I'm using the controller using player 2. Okay, so I'm moving around using alright, so this one I'm using the controller to player 2. Now in Ninja Turtle you cannot do that. You cannot put 2 controller on a USB hub and play a two player on the controller. Okay, let me just press a button. Oh, go ahead, keep on pressing jump. Okay, the top button is up. Okay, so as you can see, I'm pressing both a button on the 2 controller, plug into the same hub that we use on that one. For some reason, Ninja Turtle cannot do that. Okay, so that means you have to play. One person have to play on the controller and one play on the cable. Okay, but if you both of you want to sit on the couch and play, you can't do it. You can't sit beside each other doing this. Okay, so that's the downside. On the ROM, yes, the person that commented is because a 2-player ROM, you cannot play more than 2 player. That is also a true statement. And so let me correct myself. What he say is true because I just tested on the Raspberry Pi. I cannot play more than 2 player because this say is a 2-player game. So, all right, I forgot I put this one as a home button. I keep on trying. So if I zoom in, you can see it say it's a 2-player ROM, Ninja Turtle 2-player. Okay, created by the Ocean company. Yeah, Ocean. So it's a 2-player ROM. So you cannot play more than 4 player, even though I already plug in a 4-player control and configure it. Now let's see if we have anything that have a 4-player that we could test. Okay, this is a Simpson, but this Simpson is also a 2-player Simpson because see the reason why they didn't put a 4-player is because if you put a 4-player and you want to play, you want to use the first controller, it's always going to be Donald. I think it's Donald Tunnel, the first player. Yeah. So you're going to stuck with that 1 player. You cannot change different player. Now a 2-player allow you to pick any Ninja Turtle you want. But the problem with the 2 players like this one, Simpson, is a 2-player and you cannot so at this moment I don't have any ROM that use 4-player because I don't want to get stuck with you cannot pick different player, because if you use a 4-player ROM you get stuck with now let's try this one. This one is Ninja Turtle 22P. I don't know what's the difference between this one. Let's see, maybe this one is a 4-player. I don't know. Yeah, I need to take the bezel off because this is a vertical. I add the bezel, but I didn't shrink the size of the screen. Alright, so let's try this one. See. I think this is probably a 2-player also. Yeah. So yeah, this is still a 2-player ROM. Yeah. So I cannot press select and start for 3-player. So that's what the problem we're having is that this 2 controller is working. This 2-player controller is working, but you cannot get the 3rd or the 4th because it's a 2-player ROM. So what the person is saying is true, but one thing is Arcade 1UP, you cannot play both player using a controller. You only could play 1 player here and 1 player on the controller, okay? Because we already test that and we know that you have to play player 1 here and then player 2 here. Because I tried all the different controller over here, and those are the one that work well. The Xbox controller work well with this controller. The other one, like the PlayStation Mini, the Asteroid, Sega Asteroid Mini, those do not work. Okay, and Turbo 16 Mini joystick will not work. Alright, so just doing this update video to verify that, to let you guys know that it do not support more than 2-player, and the 2nd player you could use a controller but not the 1st player. And the Raspberry Pi, you could use both of them separate controller. You don't have to use the main controller. Alright, thank you for watching. Later.